Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said on Monday, March 30th, the government would halve the excise on fuel and diesel and remove the heavy road user charge for 3 months to help households cope with the surge in costs driven by the Iran war. Halving the tax would reduce the cost of fuel by 26.3 Australian cents per litre, Albanese said.
Today, we're announcing the Commonwealth Government will halve the fuel excise on petrol and diesel for 3 months. The halving of the fuel excise will reduce the cost of fuel by 26.3 cents per litre. Importantly, in addition, states and territories have agreed and are finalising a proposal to ensure they won't benefit from the elevated prices that are occurring because of the GST. Thirdly, our government will reduce the heavy vehicle road user charge to zero for 3 months to help truckies continue their vital work for our nation.
The measures are expected to cost the government 2.55 billion Australian dollars. Albanese also said he wanted more certainty from US President Donald Trump on the objectives of the ongoing war in Iran.
I want to see more certainty in what the objectives of the war are, and I want to see a de-escalation. So a de-escalation is in the global economy's interests. I have nothing but contempt for the Iranian regime.
Some 20% of the world's oil was transported through the Strait of Hormuz before the US-Israel war against Iran choked off supplies. The price of Brent has surged 59% in March, the steepest monthly gain in history, and was at $115.66 per barrel when the market opened on Monday. The measures are the latest in a series of fuel security measures adopted by Canberra since the war began on February 28th. It has previously announced the release of petrol and diesel from domestic reserves and the temporary relaxation of fuel quality standards. The average retail price of a litre of diesel rose to more than $3 Australian in Australia last week, and petrol to $2 Australian and 50 cents, according to a March 29th report from the Australian Petroleum Institute. Australia has its highest fuel stocks in 15 years, but they are still far below International Energy Agency recommendations of 90 days. The latest government numbers as of last week said Australia had enough for 30 days of diesel, 30 days of jet fuel, and 39 days of petrol. The government also confirmed it had adopted a national fuel security plan, with all state governments agreeing to work together to deliver fuel to regional areas where it is needed most.